Hello, my name is Jovany, and in this presentation, I will show you how to make chicken adobo and hopefully teach you some fun and important facts about this dish from the Filipino cuisine. This dish dates back to the pre-colonial Philippines and can now be considered the unofficial dish of the Philippines. This dish uses simple ingredients and has become a staple of Filipino households due to how simple and affordable it is while still being delicious. When the Spaniards colonized the Philippines in the 16th century, the name adobo came out, which originates from the Spanish word adobar, which means to marinate. Another fun fact is that adobo originally did not use soy sauce, which is a staple ingredient in the modern recipe. It originally used sea salt, which was later changed when Chinese traders introduced soy sauce to the Philippines. Today I'm making adobo because I have a Filipino roommate, and as I've taught them about my culture and about their partner's culture, I wanted to learn a little bit more about theirs and how to cook their food. So hopefully you enjoy my recipe, and thank you. So for this recipe, I will be using some chicken thighs, some chicken drumsticks, bay leaves, some white vinegar, soy sauce, black pepper, some brown sugar, and some garlic. Okay, so now I've added all my chicken into the bowl, and I will be adding all the ingredients to marinate it. Alright, so I've added all the ingredients. I added the soy sauce, the vinegar, some garlic, and some brown sugar, and some pepper. And I will be letting it marinate for about an hour or so in the fridge. Just gonna cover it up, and I will cook it after that. Alright, so it's been about an hour or so. I let the chicken marinate, and now I'm going to transfer it to this pan, and then I'm going to sear it for a little bit so it's brown and get some color on it, and then I'm going to transfer it to this pot so that they can simmer for about 30 minutes or so. Okay, so I've added a little bit of oil into the pan, and it's just hot enough, so I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken. Alright, so now I'm currently searing the chicken so it gets a little bit of that brown color, and then I'm going to transfer it over. Alright, so now that the chicken looks like how we wanted it to look, I will go ahead and add the rest of the marinade over here. And then I will go ahead and add half a cup of water, and then we will let it simmer for about 30 minutes. Okay, so now I have added all the chicken, I have added all the marinade and the water. So I also added some bay leaves. So now I'm gonna let it sit with the lid on for about 30 minutes or so until the chicken is fully cooked. I will check the internal temperature, make sure it's at 165, and then it'll be ready to be served. Okay, so I've brought it to a boil now, and I'm gonna let it simmer, like I said, for about 30 minutes or so. Okay, so I added a lid. I don't have a lid big enough for this pot, but it'll do. So I'll be back in 30 minutes to check on it. Okay, so now the chicken has finished cooking, and it has reached an internal temperature of 165, so it should be all ready to be served. So typically chicken adobo is served with rice, so we're going to start off with a bed of steaming rice. Now this is what the finished product looks like, and now I'm going to add some of the adobo sauce to give some of that rice a flavor. And now this is my roommate Orlando trying the adobo.
Yeah, that's really good.